Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me again for Kingdom Kids. So, as you know, we've been talking about important people in the Bible, and today we're talking about the minor prophets. Now, the minor prophets was a whole group of people. There were 12 people, and they came near the end of the Old Testament, and they all had something different to say, and they were called by God to come and tell Israel what Israel was doing wrong, because Israel was doing a lot of things wrong. Israel was turning away from God. Israel was ignoring the covenant. Israel basically just not doing what they were supposed to do. And so there's this list of 12 people, and they all had something kind of different to say. And I'm going to read you the list of 12 names. There's Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, and Malachi. And so some of these names might be familiar to you if you were learning the Books of the Bible song with us last year. And I can include a link to that in the box below so you can listen to it. But I'll say the names one more time. Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, and Malachi. So those are the 12 minor prophets. And there are also something called major prophets, but we're talking about the minor prophets today. And today we're going to focus on 3 specifically that had different messages that all relate to the people of Israel and all relate to us today. So first there was Hosea, and he talked a lot about godly dating. So I know now, like in middle school, it's common to have like a boyfriend or a girlfriend. And then in high school, you might have, more than one boyfriend or girlfriend. And then you go to college, you might have even more one girlfriend or boyfriend. And what Hosea had to say was that love is special and love is sacred. And that we should make sure not to break the hearts of those around us, because their hearts, they're fragile things. And someone whose heart is broken, a couple of times, they might start to decide, this isn't worth it. This pain isn't worth it. And so it is up to us to have responsibility for the people that we are around and that we are with, to not break their hearts and to not be thoughtless with their love or careless with our love for them. So that was the message from Hosea. Then there's Micah. And Micah talked about not having deals with God. Now, this was back in the Old Testament when they did sacrifices. And we don't do those anymore, but it still applies to us. So Micah's point was that you wouldn't say, okay, God, I'll give you 5 rams if you give me this, thing I want, this fancy new house. That's not how it's supposed to be. We give to God because God has already given to us. And when we pray to God to get today, we do the right thing for God because we've already been so blessed by him. So rather than bargaining with God, we are supposed to do the right thing because we are children of God. So that's the lesson from Micah. And then Haggai talked a lot about being part of a church. And so at the time, the temple in Jerusalem had been ruined. It was destroyed. And Haggai is like, why are you all letting this temple be in ruins when you're all sitting in your rich, wealthy houses? You should be paying money to build the temple. And that can apply to us today, because a lot of times we think, well, I don't want to give money to the church. I want to go on vacation with my friends. And I get that. But we have to remember that everything we have is given to us by God. And so it is our responsibility to give back to God and to give to those around us. So those are Hosea and Micah and Haggai. And I'll print the list of all 12 minor prophets in the box below. And if you want, what you could do is make a poster and hang it like in your kitchen or in your bedroom so that you see it every day. And if you want to send me a picture of your poster, I'd love to see a picture of your poster. And you can decorate it any way you want, but I'd love to see it. And like I said, I will post the video of that song in the box below so you guys can all listen to it if you want. And that is our lesson for the minor prophets. So I hope to see you all soon. Bye.